A mentor, a trainer, a teacher, what's the difference between these designations? Is there a difference? Well, you'll get to know the difference in the next couple of minutes. Just stay with me. Hello, welcome to another video on this channel, and this is Rini Rose Matthew. It'll be good if you could check the channel description before listening to the complete video. By the way, do not forget to check out the other videos on this channel because listening to just one video is not going to help you. So it's good to find out more about the objectives and the intention of the creator and the channel. Now, I'm an author and a language trainer, mentor, lecturer, professor, teacher. What's the difference between all these? Is there a difference? Now, I will not say that many of you do not know the difference between these areas, designations, and job profiles. A couple of you could be aware of it, but still, it's very unfortunate to find out that many qualified people are not aware of the difference between these job profiles and designations. I thought of giving a briefing through this video so that you can research and find out more about it later. Okay, so first let me tell you who is a teacher. We celebrate Teachers' Day, and obviously we call everyone teacher. Well, they all play the role of teaching, but not every one of these in the list. Teacher is a person who teaches and who's into the theoretical knowledge. Then you could be having this doubt. Of course, we have practicals at school during your school days. But still, they are more into the theory. They teach you everything from the basics. That's their responsibility and duty. They teach you everything. So it's more of theory, little bit of practical, and generally, when you take the overall methodology, it's more of teaching everything more than training and mentoring. So it's teaching. Now, let me tell you something. When I give a briefing on each of these areas, it doesn't mean that these people who are skilled can swap their designations, not the designation, but the role that they play. A teacher can also be a mentor. A mentor can also be a teacher. But I'm talking about the expectations and what they are supposed to do when they say that they are a teacher or when they professionally claim that they're a teacher or a mentor or a trainer. So a teacher is expected to teach from the basics and can really teach the basics of a particular subject or an area. Then what about a trainer? A trainer is more into practical knowledge. Like, for example, take the case of fitness trainers. The fitness trainer will not teach you anything theoretically. Of course, they do tell you certain things, but after that, they see how you're doing. They are involved in the whole process. Active learning methods are there. They show you how to do certain things. So, trainer is a person who focuses more on the learner individually. That's what I do. So if I have got 40 learners in my class, in my session, I'll not be able to focus on each and every one. So it's more of practical knowledge that I'm expected to give. I'm supposed to demonstrate, I'm supposed to interact with the person and make the learner do. Make the learner get engaged, be engaged in the process of learning. That is the role of a trainer. Now, when it comes to a mentor is more like a friend to you. And the mentor also guides you into the larger vision of your goal, of your objective, especially during the learning process. So a mentor should be accessible, should be approachable, and is expected to guide you through your higher visions of objective. So guide, mentor, they could swap their roles. Now coming to lecturer, professor. Generally, we address a professor or lecturer as a teacher. Actually, it's not correct. It's not an offense, and many people listening to me would say that it's okay to call. It's okay to call, but you should know the role. Now, a lecturer is a person who can give lectures just like the name. The name is self-explanatory. A person who gives lectures, a set of lectures, or just a lecture to a group of learners, group of people at universities, college, or anywhere. It could be anywhere for the purpose of awareness, learning, or anything. And it's not mandatory that a lecturer should have a qualification, educational qualification, to provide these lectures, to engage themselves in this role of lecturing around the place. So anyone could lecture, and not necessary that the person should be qualified academically. Then, who is a professor? A professor is the highest rank in the career of academics and is expected to be qualified, is expected to meet the educational qualification requirements. There are certain parameters also, because he or she is expected to guide, but more than that, to teach the children at university and college levels in the higher level of education. So, academic qualification is a must, it's mandatory for a professor. And a lecturer is not expected to be qualified but can give a set of lectures. But you should remember that a professor can be a mentor, a professor can be a guide, a professor can also uh, teach to an extent, a professor can also give lectures. The same applies with a teacher, a trainer. A trainer can teach. A trainer can also give lectures. A trainer can do a lot of things. It's not about the ability, but what is the expectation? So you may have these questions. I have seen professors lecturing. I have seen professors training. Yes, they can do. It's more of the ability. But I'm talking about the job profile and the expectation. So that is the process of training. Even now, I'm training. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to send me emails and find out more about my sessions. Whenever I put a community post coming to my sessions, learning sessions, please be aware that the registrations close after a period of time. You know that I focus on a few learners. Okay, I'm just putting in this point because many people send me emails asking for sessions. You could ask and just register and block your seat. Okay, now I will just narrate a small incident that took place a few weeks back. Uh, I happened to attend a book launch program. Now, after a book launch, the participants are expected to talk about the book, the author, give a little bit of review. Okay, give review on the book and on their reading and understanding of the author, the background of the author, and such kind of things. So, this particular book launch program had eminent personalities, and also there was a teacher. Now, this teacher began the talk by saying that this is my name and I'm only a teacher. I have all celebrities here in the panel. I don't think that was a right statement. I'm not here to judge because the teacher was only trying to be humble and just to demonstrate or to show that she's very humble to be a part of this panel or this group discussion. But still, you should not say that I'm only a teacher. I'm a teacher is good, but only a teacher? No. A teacher plays a very important role in each one's life, molding, grooming. At the same time, a teacher can also discourage a child. Now, I will be doing another video on discouragement and how a teacher can really discourage a student for life. And if you're not really strong enough, it can do it could be disastrous for you in your life. So there are two sides to every profession and the role that a teacher plays in a person's life. So don't say I'm only a teacher. Teachers who are listening to me, teachers are very important, and you should say that I'm a teacher. Even if you don't say I'm proud to be a teacher, I'm a teacher. Just be happy. And I've mentioned all these areas. Nobody is lesser or greater or inferior or superior to anyone. Each role has got its own significance, its own importance, and you should understand that. Also, there are people who ask me what is the difference between an author and a writer. A writer is a person who engages in writing, and a writer could be a content writer, a script writer, a person who's just engaged in the act of writing. Okay, but an author is a person who's got the works published and who's also into this realm of writing, dealing with language. Writer also deals with language. Writer also learns a lot, but not necessary that the works are published. So that is the difference. So author is a person who's got the work published and who's already into this process of interacting with the audience, but a writer need not be that. So these are two different areas, and nothing makes a person greater or lesser, because everybody who sends me emails say that what is it, ask for this difference. What is the difference between a writer and an author and things like that. I hope this video helps. And I will be doing a lot of book reviews. You can see a lot of books behind me. This is only a part of the collection. And don't think that I've read all the books, okay? Don't misunderstand and think that I've read all the books. There are a few books that I've finished and I'm into reading, and some of the books are my published works. Some of the books are, they are in my bucket list, they're in my reading list. I'm procuring more books because I really want to do book reviews. And when it comes to reading, I think I have to push myself more and read more so that I can give you more book suggestions and reviews. So don't forget to check the channel description before you send me an email or before you post a comment. Thank you so much for understanding. This is Rini Rose Matthews. Stay positive.